And we are already set to go here in Piscataway. Rutgers winning the opening tip-off. And the first shot of the game taken by Rutgers' Awa Sidibe off the mark as we get going quickly. Rutgers in the whites, Hofstra in the blue uniforms. And the Pride with their first attempt. They go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, one thing you do notice is that, you know, this is a short bench as well. It's 8 players on this Rutgers team. As you see them scoring right away, great execution within the offense. But it's not a lot of players on this team. You know, that there's nothing to hide about that. But so, you know, they kind of look at it as a tight-knit family. They've been able to have closer relationships because of it. So players going to play a lot of minutes and I help guide you along, and she's been doing a great job with that so far.
3 chances on that possession for the Hofstra Pride. Thomas missed the last one. A great feed from Carter.
Commit and a find. They want to get out and run. You see both these teams looking to kind of score right off the back. As soon as they get it, just minimum passes and then a basket.
Carter has had 2 great seasons before this at UNC Asheville.
The defense and seeing what they're doing.
Thomas got in close, missed it. The second one was blocked. But now the pocket picked Nicholson, the all-CAA defensive player.
That's what she's known for, but she's been also trying to expand her offense as well out there on the floor. But you saw her there with the cookies and then being able to clean up on the basket.
Fast pace to this opening day game as Nicholson cans the corner. But Coach Stringer known for her defense. Coach Washington expects to be known for the offense. And her teams at Penn State were exactly that, up-tempo, and they scored a lot.
Yeah, she said we're going to be playing a lot more faster pace. But, I mean, you see here still having that balance, right, being able to execute, run plays. But any opportunity that they can have to get out and run, she's definitely going to take it.
Kai Carter slashing to the – well, this is a bit different for freshmen when you're trying to earn your role. They're going to get playing time immediately.
Oh, yeah.
If it's last 5 from the floor, the Scarlet Knights now within 1. And here is Bates. Just went to Rutgers prep for her final year of high school last year as Carter bullies her way. Already 3 lead changes in this game, and there's a 4th one right there as they go downstairs to Zahima Swintz, who's the tallest player on the court for the Pride at 6'3". But the answer quickly.
And be able to get some rebounds on the backside. But they're just going to have to move their feet and block out. Like we mentioned, the game is all about endurance. So they're going to have to put 110 effort every time on defense.
Nicholson driving the lane. Back inside for Swint. This is good ball movement here. And Alarise good.
Wanted to shoot a 3. Again, another turnover there. But I also want to mention that her teammates go to her immediately and clap her up. You know, they're leaders out there. You know, like I said, there's not many players on this team. So Michael's going to get a lot of minutes. You know, there's no sense in really taking that frustration. You got to move on to the next play. She's gonna play a lot. But a couple freshman mistakes she needs to clean up. But
it's not only within the campus community, but within the surrounding area. And for her, it was as simple as learning how many towns in the region have the name Brunswick. New and North and South and East Brunswick.
Yeah.
And getting folks out to the game to build up the crowd here as Erica Lafayette drops in 2. And trying to build it up as this program goes along. Oh, and again, Smichael forces the takeaway. Lafayette's got it this time. Gets it out for Schroeder, who's a knockdown 3-point shooter.
Really being able to take the steal away. Just got to fake a pass to make a pass, and that just can't happen on the inbound.
Oh, look, pass between the freshmen, and it pays off.
You know, I can be a leader. She says she's well respected within the locker room. And, you know, she knows that it's going to be a journey with the newcomers. But she said that this team feels like a family. You know, she feels like this team kind of knows exactly what to do as far as executing. And she said that might have been some concerns they had in the past, but this is something that she's not worried about this year.
Nifty move.
Keep them from off the glass and continue to shoot the 3. That would be a win in their book because they just have gone ice cold from beyond the arc because, I mean, they've been getting some like wide open looks. They just haven't been able to knock them down. So, you know, Rutgers right now just, you know, being able to keep them out of the paint is a win, and they're just going to have to continue to capitalize off of it.
Carter got open at the elbow and capitalized.
Challenge there, but it's just something they're going to have to clean up because now you have this to a 5-point game.
Sanaya Ross Barnes, the Stony Brook transfer, makes them both. Smichael on the other end, back at it against Nicholson, who just re-entered the game because she picked up 2 early fouls. And that time, the all-defensive player forces the miss. Now, Rosie Nicholson had 10 points in the first quarter. but she sat out for the majority of this second period. Nicholson, 5 to shoot from 15 feet away, drops it in. Her debut on the sideline with her new coaching staff as well. This was the first college basketball game of. They met back in the mid-'70s a couple times. Rutgers won all 3 meetings, but now meeting again here in 2022. Oh, great look at passing. And in the end, Awa of Cornwell, so the Pride keep it. But Hofstra has also missed its last 10 3-pointers, and now Rutgers is really starting to ramp up the turnover game as they score 2 more.
Yeah, I mean, when you get those turnovers, you're able to run within Streeter with a near one there.
Stopped by Carter, and that was affected. Nicely done by Kai Carter recovering.
Yeah, the length of her, I mean, she's 6 foot. I mean, she's a tall guard.
Streeter.
Very unselfish play for Rutgers, being able to push the tempo.
Sidibe lost the handle on it, and Knights has it. Rutgers continuing the great run it played in the second quarter.
They're coaching them up, telling them, hey, we need a little bit more patience on the offensive end.
Smichael stripped, trying to advance through a triple team. Inside again for Ross Barnes, and gets that over Bates.
They're trying to do a much better job of being efficient, and she said that's something that she really loved about the team is their willingness to compete.
Now Hofstra shooting just 32%, but 11 of their 13 buckets are assisted. And a second chance here for the Scarlet Knights after the Awa Sidibe offensive rebound. Here is the senior spinning to the elbow. That's so tough. Now Bates cuts backdoor and left that short. Knights accelerates ahead. Nicholson opts for 2 and banks it in. 14 points for Nicholson as Smichael tried to line it up, but a little too strong. Chance for Hofstra to make this a 2-possession game. Can Thomas do that? Yes, she can.
Going to have to put a pep in their step, kind of execute a little bit faster on the offensive end.
So now the Pride with a chance to make it a 1-possession game, and they do. Corner chance for Nicholson. Back of the rim. And now Sidibe on the run out. It's a 2-on-2. Euro step for 2 more. But Nicholson takes it back. And Swint misses the layup. Second try's good. Hofstra feasting on the offensive glass.
Oh, yeah. Hofstra really banging on the boards here. Just out-rebounding Rutgers. They just got to do a better job of boxing and pushing them out so they can secure it.
Block-to-block feed, and Cornwell rolls it in.
Cornwell just looking so patient out there and just taking good shots and making smart plays.
Now Lafayette has the steal. Get it to Streeter for 3. No. And this is going back to Hofstra. Pre-noon tip-off, first day of the season. These are going to be some tired teams by the time we get to the end of the fourth quarter. Gooden off the Swint screen, open from 3, and cans it. Knights gets it in quickly for Nicholson, managing that foul trouble with 3 personals. Thomas straight on. It's a 3.
And like a dart, doesn't she? I mean, she hit one earlier in the half, you know, showing us that she can also hit the outside jumper. We talked about it. Her offense hasn't been, you know, too on point today. Rutgers been shutting her down thus far, but being able to step out and knock down that 3 is just huge.
Double-double for Brandy Thomas with 10 points and 10 boards as China Cornwell spins Rutgers back to a tie. Now China Cornwell joins Awa Sidibe in double figures with 10 points of her own. Oh! Hofstra outscoring Rutgers 6-2 in the fourth quarter, but Streeter stops that.
Miscommunication from the Hofstra defense.
Yeah, Abby Streeter coming into this season in her previous stops averaged more than 80% of her field goal attempts as 3-pointers. Antonia Bates on the bench with 3, but that's it with foul trouble right now for Rutgers. As the inbound comes to Zanaya Ross Barnes using her height. Averaged 22 points a game last year as a senior. And starting to find some buckets as she missed it, but Erica Lofty
being able to continue to get stops.
Now, you said early in the game about Kayleen Smichael that she had some freshman moments, some turnovers. It certainly seemed like it, but feels like she's gotten comfortable and grown even as this game has gone on.
Yeah, absolutely. Looked like she's settled, and, that's part of it. A freshman coming out here, like we mentioned, they're going to play a lot of minutes, so you kind of got to get over that early.
Carter again hits it.
Yeah, we talked about Carter coming back from halftime, but she's been a little quiet, She just kind of creating, but haven't really been looking for her shot as much. But we know that she can hit it. She can knock it down. But the last couple possessions, I like it. Just seeing her a little more aggressive, get herself back into this game.
Nicholson gathers and gets it over Cornwell. But again, an offensive rebound. And Swint missed it from 5 feet.
Tough break. Hofstra needed those buckets. And, again, just killing on the offensive boards, getting these second chance opportunities, but just cannot connect.
Hofstra, 18 offensive rebounds, 8 second chance points. The Pride, with all their second chances and third chances, could be leading by double digits. As Carter spins inside and gets the roll. That does make it a 2-possession game. And a little bit of pressure here from Rutgers. The students getting into it on recess day as Alarise Gooden, the freshman, controls the offense. 8 to shoot. Thomas hoists and connects. That's a tough. And the Scarlet Knights by 1. And now Hofstra has to force a turnover or foul. And they will foul Erica Lafayette. Rutgers on the day, 50%, but Lafayette 3 for 4. And good on the first of Rutgers women's basketball. And a returner on the line. And Lafayette, like a vet. Oh, here we go. 17 seconds, shot clock off. Rutgers by 3. And it's the freshman Alarise Gooden holding for Hofstra. They lob it for Thomas, who puts it off the backboard. No good. Rebound by the Knights. Kai Carter has it, and a better than 70%. Make it a 2-possession game. And she gets the first. The icing on the cake. Got it as well. Rutgers a perfect 4 for 4 at the line in the final 30 seconds. Up ahead, Swint from 3, backboard no, and Rutgers hangs on to win.